What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Welcome back to the old subscribers. Doing November readings for all the signs. I'm on this sign of Leo. It is 3 cards for how someone thinks about you, 3 cards for how someone feels about you, and 3 cards of advice, or it could be vice versa. I'm going to be doing an extended as well that I will be offering for $25 for unlimited views, and there will be 3 romance angel oracle cards, 3 different cards for what they want you to know right now, what you should know right now, and a message from them to you right now in the extended. So you can kind of keep these videos a little bit shorter, and we will see whatever sign purchases the most extended, then the following month, then I'll do the extended for free, like with the regular reading. I hope that you guys can understand that it takes a lot of my energy to do free readings, that it takes a lot, period, to do this, and I do need to start getting more equipment so I can kind of upgrade the channel a little bit and start to do more things. So as long as we're on the same page about that, I hope everyone is doing well. So Leo, 3 cards for how someone thinks about you, 3 cards for how someone feels about you, and 3 cards for how your advice. So basically someone thinks that maybe you left them and they would like to come back and be friends. Maybe someone wants to have a conversation about, you know, these feelings of worry and these insecurities. You know, I feel like someone might be sick, or they were. But this is kind of like, you know, maybe having a conversation with someone from your past that left, you know, sitting down, getting closure, or, you know, just knowing that someone considers you a really good friend as well, you know, and maybe there were other things going on at that time, but what they think about you is that, you know, maybe you're avoiding the conversation. Maybe things really didn't grow, you know, because there were a lot of adverse, you know, it didn't really get to the growth stage or the change stage, and someone didn't really feel like you supported them, or vice versa. But I feel like they still want to be friends with you. They still want to talk to you. I think that maybe what you need to know is that people do consider you a really good friend, even if you're going through a hard time. This could be, you know, air, water, or earth. I see that all over your reading, so it could be any of those. Someone really doesn't want to lose you. Someone might have been kind of, you know, kind of that chaotic sexual energy where they're in and out of your life, you know, kind of all over the place. Someone didn't really want to settle down type of shit, but they're still kind of hoping that you guys can come together in the future. Like they're waiting, or maybe they're just waiting for you to tell them like what you truly want to do, or whatever the case may be. Someone's really scared to tell you how they feel about you, because of how they acted in the past. So for 3 cards about how someone feels about you, you have the Sun card, the Empress, and the 7 of Swords. Someone feels like you make them really happy. Maybe that someone wants to kind of tell you the truth about things, kind of, you know, have this conversation. Have more clarity about love and relationships, and just knowing that someone really doesn't want to lose you. Someone sees you as someone where you could grow together. You could have a family, you know, where it could actually grow into like growth and expansion, where there is a new start here. Maybe someone would like you to have their children. But then you have the 7 of Swords. So this could be many different things. This could have been, your friends kind of being in too much gossip, lying to you. This could have been someone running away from something else. This could have been you running away from them. It could have been an affair. But I just feel like there was some kind of betrayal on whatever level it was. Somebody could have had a baby with someone else and you're just finding out about it. But I think that you truly do make them happy, and you are, they want to tell you the truth and about their feelings. Your 3 cards of advice are the Ace of Cups, the 8 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups. So I feel like they want to tell you the truth about how they feel. They want to have this relationship. Maybe they want to tell you about a baby. Maybe they want to get married. I think that there's a lot of attraction with someone. The 8 of Cups is kind of someone who runs from their feelings, someone who needed to leave, someone who does leave, someone who just doesn't really say much about their feelings. But I feel like that changed, because that's what the 8s represent, is change. So maybe their feelings have changed as to where they don't want to run from this anymore. They want to have this new beginning, but maybe they're telling you not to run if this is your advice. Don't really push people away, because I feel like you have recovered from some things in your life, or you're in the middle of recovering, or whatever the case may be. But there's a stalemate here, because I think that someone's really confused about their feelings, and there might have been some kind of emotional manipulation in the past, whether it was from a parent or someone you were with. But I feel like you're kind of missing something, so kind of self-reflect a little bit and try not to be so self-defensive, because I understand you don't want to be hurt, but you don't have to do things on your own. And you can still kind of take control of the situation and have boundaries with people without pushing them completely out of your life. You're going to be perceptive enough to kind of catch on to bullshit really early on. I feel like somebody just wants this marriage and family situation. Somebody needs this structure, but I think that there was a lot of gossip. There was a lot of kind of Facebook stalking maybe, but I feel like there's new energy here, where maybe someone wants to help you out. Maybe someone needs your help, but it really is about balancing yourself out, having harmony, the self-control, staying strong, so good things can come into your life, because there's something you're not walking away from. But I feel like there was a fight where someone wants to talk to you, but it's like you're doubting it, or you're kind of insecure because you're scared of, you don't really want to deal with people leaving you again, putting feelings into people, and the stress and the deceptive and the toxic energy that was there. You don't really want to deal with that. But at the same time, someone really just doesn't want to lose you either. But I think that you're confused. I think that you have a lot of things going on. I feel like this other person is, but watch your thoughts if it's too negative, if there's depression and sadness. And don't give up, because if you dealt with a douchebag, that doesn't mean everyone is. But I think that there's something you need to move on from, or kind of get yourself out of this negative energy, because some of you guys are dealing with some pretty heavy mental issues right now. And it's like, you don't want to fight with someone, but you're not really walking away from them either. And I think what they're telling you is that maybe you need to, or maybe there's just too much going on to make a choice. But I think that this could be the past energy with the 3 of Cups and the 7 of Swords. So that's kind of why they didn't know what they wanted. The bottom was the World card. So this is a cycle that needs to end, but I feel like there hasn't been this conversation to do that. Someone's still kind of hanging on by this last thread, because I feel like a part of you just has a hard time letting go, and everyone can relate to that. You have the King of Cups with the 6 of Swords. This is moving out of maybe not so much opening up emotionally to people, maybe being or moving away from someone who is emotionally abusive and manipulative, because there is some controlling and deceptive energy where someone's really emotionally unbalanced. So they're kind of emotionally abusive, and I think that some of you guys are blaming yourself for this, but this is kind of their unbalanced energy. And I'm not saying it's forever, like run and don't ever talk to them again, but there is some things going on that you should pay attention to, and maybe a separation, or just kind of recognizing and using your intuition and judgment for whatever situation that you're in, because there are some illusions here, but there's also a lot of fear. And fear just brings in more negative energy. Someone doesn't want to go through heartbreak and loss again. You know, it's like you put a lot of time in, you've been patient, you've been waiting, and you don't want to lose them. But it's like there's a lot of confusion because there really isn't a decision being made. Like someone's like not really communicating, you know, that they do want to apologize. Someone does need to heal more, and maybe someone doesn't really take accountability for their part in this. And if it's stalled right now, it's for a reason, because the universe is trying to get you to see something that's going on. So, you know, if you're being defensive and pushing people away, maybe that's okay, because the Nine of Wands with the Magician and the Six of Swords, this is something you do kind of need to move away from, or you did in the past, because they were toxic. You know, there is King of Pentacles, King of Wands, and the Star card. This is somebody who has more than one personality. This is a pretty crazy disorder, and I'm not a doctor, but there's some pretty heavy shit that's going on right here with somebody, and you don't know about it because you're under this illusion with the Moon card. And I think that, you know, maybe making the decision to kind of figure out what you want to do with it, you know, if you can balance things out, if you can compromise with this person, if you can make a decision, but they're telling you that it's time to make a decision for your life, because you have the Emperor and the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. I think that it's like, you know, taking this break to recover, you know that things are done in divine timing, and, you know, patience is key, but you put a lot into something and it's not really changing right now because of how stubborn and stuck someone is. Like there's kind of narcissistic tendencies here for someone, and this might not be this situation. This could be something from your past that's getting brought out, like maybe something that is coming out, like you're recognizing in a partner that could be a parent of yours, or just kind of pay attention to the oppression, because there's some kind of inner clarity that you need to have with this, about this toxic person, and kind of letting that end, because your mental state is being affected and you're not really seeing it. And it's kind of causing the chaotic energy in the rest of the situation right now. There's something that definitely needs to be released. So one card for what they want to say to you right now. One card for what do they want to know. What do they want you to know right now? Someone wants to propose. What the fuck? Close out this cycle before going into a new one, and make sure that you're seeing things clearly and with a clear mental head. Someone is still kind of hasn't exactly faced their demons, you know what I'm saying? I think that someone's kind of avoiding a divorce. Someone is fighting with someone else. And they might be pretty deceptive, Leo, to be honest. And if you want a new start, there's going to revolve a lot of forgiveness. Someone needs to prove that they can work on this. Someone needs to apologize. Someone needs to heal. And there's some moving on here where, you know, someone really does need to forgive and recover, because the past energy is still all around. And that's what's causing this fear and illusion. What are the Romance Angel Oracle cards for Leo? The bottom is love yourself first, Leo. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And I think that you have a lot of passion for someone. You deserve love. You're lovable. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. Now, we all have the power of free will. You're free to choose whatever you want for your life, but at the same time, it's up to you. You know what I mean? They're saying if you want to just make that decision for yourself. So anyways, follow me to the extended for the 3 messages and the 3 angel oracle cards. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.